Welcome back, YouTube. Welcome back. Welcome back just for Bill. Welcome back.
I am the god of hellfire, and I bring you fire. I send you to burn.
Oh my god. This can't be healthy. This can't be healthy for me. I've left it fucking weeks just to try and get a cool day, and it's just not happening. Sunday, I've left it till Sunday, look, it's 35. There's no way I was doing it Friday. Friday was literally blistering. Yesterday was no better. Today was meant to be cooler. It's fucking clearly not. The problem is it's not really sunshine, if that makes sense. It's quite overcast and cloudy. But when the sun comes out, it just fucking beams. Then this shit fucking thing just locks the heat in. And so it just goes up. And there's no escape. So, yeah. Fuck. I thought I could get away with it today. So wait, I've got to, I say I've got to, I haven't got to do anything. But I would like to have sorted some of this stuff out. As we all do, you know, you accumulate stuff that you don't need over time. Oh, it's gone in now. And yeah, just wait to sort of get it on the shelf. Collecting dust. God, it's ridiculously hot. I've got some eBay, brick and mortar. Oh, brick and mortar, turn that around a bit and look at the wrong side of it there. Too much shit everywhere. Do you know when you're hot and bothered and everything just starts to annoy the living shit out of you? It's just one of them days. And CEX, doing the old roulette, but not like the guys who are opening stuff sort of live on camera, for want of a better word, because you know, again, there's some. Is there? Not really, actually. Well, they wasn't overly expensive this time. No, they weren't. But I just want to. If they're not what I want, they need to go back sooner rather than later. So hence why they've been opened. Oh God. Let's do a purchase. A couple of purchases. Fuck me. Oh, that's eBay as well, isn't it? Put that there. So I got these off of basically it's off Facebook, but it was from I don't know, you could say a fellow collector, but he probably just collects. Yeah, he probably is a collector, but he's not really on YouTube. Steve Smith, who used to run, still runs the Leeds Fair, the Nottingham Fair, and stuff like that. So Steve's obviously in the downtime because there's no events, because of the elusive coronavirus. He must have been having a sort and clear out. I have seen pictures, I think, in the past of Steve's loft. Yeah, quite sort of a disorganised chaos. But anyway, long story short, he had a load of bits of games. Now, sometimes bits of games really get my juices flowing, because there's a lot of games that I need bits for. And there's some things I think, well, actually, that's not a bad thing to have just in case. And it's probably how Steve accumulated some of these items. Some things I just bought them because I thought, well, it just sounds like a good price, so stuff it. But they're like I say, bits of games. So ultimately, what I've got from Steve is and there's Jurassic Park manual, a Double Dragon 3 manual. Oh God, it's fucking hot. And we had a box and manual for Dragon's Lair on the SNES. Now, I was thinking to myself, I must have Dragon's Lair on the SNES. I forgot how many SNES games I've got, because they're just loose carts in a box, in boxes, should I say. So I did manage to dig it out. So I've got it there. So now, unfortunately, I would sort of say, oh yeah, we'll put this together and it'll be complete. Alas. So Steve sent the picture, basically saying it's got the tray and stuff. But this tray is an N64 tray. So just, what about fit, Captain? So I don't know if I've got an N64. I definitely don't fit. I'll have to see if I've got an N64 one that's like the different trays that I can sort of swap up. But let's get into that, and I just too on. I just can't be bothered. I don't want to do it. So for the time being, it's tray. I might just order one off eBay. You know, I haven't got too much of an issue with a reproduction tray. It's a bit of cardboard, for fuck's sake. Does not bother me. Manuals and stuff, yes. I'll put that in the wrong way now. But not for the trays. That's not it's not a problem. But yeah, massive thanks to Steve. But not only that, I can't believe it. It's just too hot. Stop fucking moaning. This needs an iron. Ironing in this heat. But the creme de la creme, what he sent me for free. I did say to him, I said, you do realise what you've sent me for free as a Brucey bonus. Remember your Brucey bonuses. Marcus, X-File 2708. Dropped off the radar again. I said, you sent me probably the rarest PS1 game ever. Equestriad, 2001. Cheers, Steve, I think. But yeah, nice one for hooking me up with these. Like I say, I can sort the tray out, that's not a problem. And I haven't got either of them boxed. So hence why, get the manuals. Worst case is if I get it from CEX and they haven't got the manuals, then I'm all set. I'm golden. I'm golden, as they say. Steve Smith. He's on all the groups. Say, ordinarily. Actually, I think Leeds should have been Saturday. I'm sure I had a notification to sort of say your event is about to begin, and it's like Leeds event cancelled. So. 38.5 for those in the States. 101 degrees Fahrenheit. And I'm doing a video in this. It's fucking mental. Absolutely mental. The missus said they've got skin like leather. I should fucking know. I do like the sun, but I like being in the sun. I like being, as in the sunshine, if that makes sense. The heat, less so when it's like this, because it's just muggy. It just does my head in. And obviously, no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, that being said, right. I'll do this eBay one. It's not a great deal to show, truth be told. Did go to the car boot. Not last. Did we go last week? Maybe it was last week we went. Oh yeah, because Rob fell asleep. I got a few bits. I'll tell you what did get out from me, but I forgot to bloody mention this. Talking about bits of other stuff. Because this is part of the thing. I got some upgrades for Crime Killer. Don't know if you remember Crime Killer on the PS1. Well, I didn't have the manual, and someone was selling this for like, I think I won the bid for like £2.50 and then £2 postage or something daft like that. About £4.5 quid, basically just for the manual. I did even message the guys that said, would you sell me the manual? He was weren't interested. But I got some bits from the car boot. They've all gone into CEX, into the sausage machine. Many thanks, Manda. Sorry, Lewis. I'm sure he did really well today because there was neither of us were at the car boots today. So he was all in a free reign. So I'm sure he cleaned up. Well, hopefully he did anyway. Yeah, so I've got a few bits. Let's say it is a thanks to Amanda though to pointing them out. Bit of a ball ache. There were a couple of like Guitar Heroes, the guitars. Now historically they've never really been great. I think there's been the odd one that's always been all right. Again, I'm not sure if it's to do with the lockdown or whatever, but the prices of them have definitely gone up significantly. And little tip, if you are buying them, I didn't realise this. I even did ask head office as well because I thought, fucking hell, this is going to be a ball ache. They need to have the strap. So I took, a handful of them into my local. We need the straps. What? Because I remember I took some Wii ones in that I had actually bought back in the day. They're not doing anything. This is going back ages. I remember having the straps, they were disconnected because obviously they can get in the way. I remember taking them in to the actual manager and saying, "Oh, Armand, do you want the straps?" She goes, "Oh, I'm not really bothered." So I just didn't think we needed the straps. But now it turns out you do need the straps. So when he sort of said to me, "Oh yeah, I've got these guitars, but they need the straps," I was like, "Fucking hell." And then like £3 or £4 off eBay. So I thought, fuck it, I'm going to ask head office. If head office say they don't need the straps, I'm going to fucking tell them to say, right, let's get them fucking put through. But head office actually come back and said, yeah, if they come with the strap, then they need the strap, so bollocks. So little tip, if you are getting some guitars, and to be honest, look, the trading value, even if you have to buy one. I mean, I bought 4. I think the guy was asking £4 each. I think I got them for £3 each, or £12 for 4 of them. So even having to spend £3 per guitar, you know, they're trading in for like 36 quid, 31, 30 odd quid anyway. So if you're paying a couple of quid for the guitars, fucking quid's in. It's swaying. So yeah, there's a fair bit of CEX credit knocking about, put it that way. And hopefully things are coming through in the post. Again, I've had a couple of fails with them. Not many, but a couple. And as I mentioned last vid, anything that ain't right, I'm not pissing about. I'm not, you know, using it as a stopgap like I used to, because the way that the business model is now, and I get it, I understand that they've had to change it and that you've had to adapt. They're less flexible. I think that's probably the best way to put it. It's just going back. I did speak to them at the weekend when I took Summit back, and I said, look, so the Lake's going to stand here for an hour and a half. Will you wait for a message to come back from this other shop or not, or whatever? I said, look, can I just leave you the games? I'll go and do what I need to do, post office, charity shop, whatever, and come back. And he was like, yeah, fine. So I came back, one item had been refunded and the other one hadn't. I said, look, you know me, I know you. You know I've dropped that game in here. Put a sticker on it or whatever you want. And if they end up coming back, because it's like about 11 o'clock by now, and I thought, I'm not standing here for another hour. I've done everything I need to do. I'm not willing to stand in the shop for another fucking hour. Well, I don't know where it was, like fucking Litchfield come back with a message to sort of say, yeah, that's our game, or not our game, or whatever, or it's how we sent it out. So they did it kind of like offline, so I got an email, you know, later on in the afternoon, there's your refund. So, to be honest, if they can do that and they're happy to do that, then I'm happy to take stuff into the shop to return it rather than post it. But previously, I remember I said to him, oh, can I just not leave with you? No, can't do that. And I thought, wow, that's bollocks to that then, because there's no way I'm waiting. But he seems to have changed his tune a little bit, so I don't know. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, they're definitely a lot more strict. At least the ones that I'm dealing with, and I have to just play the game. Oh God, it's 40 degrees. I'm not gonna fucking believe this. Look, I keep showing this. It's now 105 degrees in here. If I turn into a fucking puddle, you know why. So anyway, there's some credit, some CEX credit there. You know, I know some people sell the vouchers. Bit of a black market on the old vouchers. It's not really for me, because, you know, I'm sort of buying stuff from charity shops, from the car boot, to trade in, to build some credit up, to buy stuff that I want, and that's how I've always done it. And it works for me. It's worked for me for years and years and years. So, you know, I'm not going to change that. And there's always something there. There's always something that you want. Well, something you want, whether they've got it in stock or not, it's two different fucking things. But there's always stuff there. So I think we're all right at the minute if the right items appear. And some have, and they've got to go back because they're not right. After all that fucking waffle. This beer hasn't lasted 5 minutes. Back on the little ones. The little Asian shop that I was going to, they just stopped selling. I don't know if they ran out of stock or what, drank them dry. But it doesn't have bud anymore. So, because there's like a Sainsbury's next to me and there's this other shop, obviously what I've had to do is like get the sort of groceries, if you like, from Sainsbury's, and then go to the shop after to get the beers, because, like I say, better value. Obviously I don't do it the other way around, because if I buy the beers from them, then walking around Sainsbury's with a bag full of beer, and they might think it's a bit dodgy, like you're robbing stuff. So I didn't bother doing it that way. But the flip side to that is doing it that way. When I go into the shop and they didn't have any, but if I'm having to buy this Polish beer, Tyskie, fuck me, about 5% blew me bloody head off. I think my body's just attuned to Budweiser, and that's it. As bad as that sounds, as sad as that sounds, but this Polish stuff, Christ, yeah. A couple of times I went and obviously had no Budweiser at all, other than the bottles, and I don't want to bottle the bottles because they're not even chilled anyway. Fucking hell, yeah. That's 6 or 7 cans, and that's it, done. And they're only 440 mils. God. Okay, moving swiftly on. Oh, this is Rescue Shop. You can't fucking see anything. I know you can't. I'll put it on. Okay, eBay. Sticking with eBay. Ridiculous. I bought this for me. No, I didn't buy this. I don't know if you remember. God, it was the last revival. Danester, previously known as Danester 83. It's seen sense and removed the numbers. Anyway, Danester had a load of like empty boxes. Then we sort of did a mini trade. He still got me loose discs. So we had a load of empty boxes. I think Rob and me, we had, because we've been doing this for a long time, we had like wallets of loose discs. You know, different like PS1, PS2, stuff like that, Xbox, whatever. And I said to him, look, I think it was only that one I had off him. Oh no, there was the Sega Golf one as well. So look, if you let me have those 2 cases, here's my wallets of discs. You take out what you need to make up the games, and you give me the wallets back. Which obviously he hasn't been able to because of COVID. So I ain't forgot Dana. There's about fucking 10 grand's worth of blank discs in them wallets. But no, joke aside, he will give me them back. But for the longest, this is what I said to him, when things come into this fucking blast furnace, they don't tend to leave. Oh, the sun's gone in. Oh my god, it's better. This is why you couldn't sunbathe in it, because this is what happens, it just goes. But yeah, so just kept an eye on eBay, and luckily enough, a loose disc turned up. It was on an auction. I think I might have chucked the guy a couple of offers, but he weren't biting, and I got it for basically the asking price. What I had to do is take it to CEX to get it cleaned. So again, £2. And while I was there, I took in my Harmful Park to clean, and I was fucking hot. Because that's not, you know, although I paid, I think it's 20 quid. 20 quid, I think, for that. And Harmful Park's expensive. Let's put that on anyway. I was like, which one do I get him to clean first? He did the Marvel one. And then he did Harmful Park. But, you know, I was like, don't over clean them, because it's not going to do them any favours. Is it working? I can't see. I can't see anything. I can hear it. I can't see. It did play, but it was a little bit, it just didn't seem right. I don't know if it's going to fucking still play or not. But yeah, I mean, to try and, I'll keep looking for a manual. That's played first time, that's not too bad. But again, complete for this, what, maybe 50 quid, 55, 60 quid. I think CEX have a boxed one for 40, but boxed, you know, there's that risk, you might not have a manual. So, yeah, for basically, what, 20 odd quid, I've got myself an half decent copy. Is it working? Yeah. Of Marvel vs. Capcom. So, retrospectively, cheers yet again, Dana. Been a while since I mentioned that motherfucker on my channel. It's a daily occurrence during lockdown. Right. Oh, I can hear it. Let's just see if... There you go. There you go. Oh, this was a great buy. This was a great buy. I couldn't Adam and Eve it. I'm on a massive PS1 kick, in case you didn't fucking notice. I do have these little spats, don't I? Spats and spates. Spates and spats. How did I come about this game? I can't remember. I think it was a web article I was looking at. No, it wasn't. It was a forum. I was looking at a forum to try and find a list of like RPG games on the PS1. Your action RPG, blah blah, or turn-based RPG, whichever. The whole gamut. And this was listed. That there was a page. I can't remember what it was, and obviously it must have had RPG in it, or whatever. But someone mentioned this game. And I was like, I've never heard of that. So when I had a look, and I was like, oh man, I've got to get that. So basically, it's part of another universe, which is sort of like mixed. So I was trying to find a way to explain it. But basically, when I looked for this, all I could find was, the Williams, the W, like best of things. I couldn't find like a black label copy. And I think there's one or two in Germany. I think they were like 30, 40 quid or something like that. And I was like, oh, I want to buy that. And what I found out with eBay is if you search for, say, like Rescue Shop PlayStation 1 and use the digit 1, you'll get listings. If you do Rescue Shop PlayStation, you'll get most of the same listings and maybe a couple of other ones. Or if you do Rescue Shop PS1, you'll get a load of different, and it's kind of like, just depends how people have obviously listed it, funnily enough. But case in point with this, there was one that I was watching which was about 20 quid, I think. I think that sold out as well. When I went to look at it again, it gone, someone had bought it. Fucking hell. And then a day or two later, because I got it on a safe search, I went back and looked, and this one was there, and it was like, I think it's like 12 quid. 12 quid all in. It was like £9 and then £3 postage. And I stupidly put 6 quid in it. And as I hit submit, I was like, Stu, it's 3 quid. It's fucking cheap at 12 quid, mate. What are you doing? And literally, as I just went to do buy it now, he then rejected that bid anyway. So he rejected it before I hit buy it now, essentially. So he wasn't going to accept the 6 quid. And I just thought, just stupid. Just paid 3 quid. So for 12 quid all in, after all that, and people might know about this, it's all new. So, it gets me a little bit excited again. Same as like collect for the PC Engine and stuff like that. It's just, I've never heard it. It's Pop and Pop. Pop and Pop. So basically it's Bubble Bobble meets Puyo Pop. I don't know if that's Thingy the Kiwi. That New Zealand Story, I don't think it is. But this is title. I can't. I've never heard of it. But yeah. Bubble Bobble or Bub and Bob in Puyo Pop world. Oh, look at that. That's even super cool. Look on the inside of the insert. So I say you see this, loads the Williams greatest hits or whatever. Let's just see if it tells you. Oh God, I swear. No, it doesn't say. Oh. Oh, it is. It is Tiki. It is. Look. I don't know if you can see that. So it's Tiki the Kiwi. That's who it is. It is. So Bibby and Buddy, Tiki and Poo. I think that's the one you have to save each level from the New Zealand story. Sayo and Mickey, which are from there's two versions of it. It's a shoot 'em up. Oh, for God's sake, what's it called? Look. Oh, not better to see. Oh. Fucking hell. What it's called. And Bobby and Jim. And you've got Bub and Bob. Oh, this is cool. So this is from, God, what are they from? Magical Chase? Is it Magical Chase? I've not even looked at this. There's Bub and Bob. Hippo and Tamsan. That's from that game I was supposed to buy from Alan. Liquid Kids. And I don't know where Chack and Miss Chack'n are from. I'm not sure. That's a good little collection of... Oh, it's awesome. I didn't even look at that. It's just ignorant. But anyway, Pop and Pop. Hidden gem. What's that game called? Tiki Taki. No. It's on the Super Famicom and it's on the SNES, and there's two versions of it. It's basically a shooter. Brains fried. Oh God, it's 43.5 degrees. It's 110 degrees in here. I could get this wrapped up before I pass out. God, look at me. I should have put the fucking old Brucey on. God, I'm not sure how to cope with this. Right. Anyway, let's get moving a bit. From a brick and mortar shop. I'd seen this game in there before when I bought. Remember when I bought Sunset Riders? Same shop, and he had this one in because this had come in with the same guy. I remember looking at it thinking that's a really odd game. They've all got these weird bowing to them, which Sunset Riders had as well, so I'm not sure if it's just where they've been stored. But basically, I've got two games. I sort of said, look, they're both 15 quid. He goes, because what's the best you can do? He goes, 25. I was like, fuck it, I'm in. I'm not even sure if one of these I've already got. Both need an iron. Both are complete. So first up is Claymates. Sticker on there, I get the sticker off. Super Nintendo, but it's SNES. Love. So it's a legit box, you know, as you can see, look. Bit of convexing. Convexing's out, caving's in, isn't it? So that's right. Like stalactites and stalagmites. And the difference? Tights come down. If you're lucky. But I wouldn't know anything about that. But yeah. Oh, that's folded in half. Yeah, it needs a little bit of TLC, but it's all there. Precautions. Bish bash bosh. And I'm sure I've probably got that. Have I got that even as a loose card? I don't even know if I have, you know. Having said that, I've probably got it box complete in the fucking shelf there somewhere. So there's that one. So that's like a, I think on CEX, I did check before buying these. Because obviously I've got this bulk of CEX credit that's burning all in my pocket, clearly. And it's £10 boxed, and that could be any condition. It could be completely fucking mullered, and it could not have a manual. So for an extra £2.50, well actually it wouldn't be, would it? It would be £12 because of the £2 postage. So for an extra 50p, okay, I would have paid with credit, so it probably would have cost me £5. But you know, it's a store that I know, and I know the guy, so I thought, fuck it, no, we'll do that. Been a while. I like buying SNES games. And the other one that I'd seen previously that sort of caught my eye. So obviously Claymates isn't, you know, you can't to a penny really. Now this one's a little bit different. Say even at the time when I was looking at it, but because I'd just spunked what, 100 quid wasn't it? I think on Sunset Riders. I just didn't even entertain this one at all. I didn't check it or anything. I just obviously it just wasn't on part of the radar. And as I was mooching about there yesterday, yeah, it was yesterday. I'd seen this again, so I thought, let me just have a quick check on CEX do carry it. It's not in stock. And when I got back, I checked on eBay as well. And to be honest, this is again £12.50. This is a pretty good price, and it's one of these ones that has a different cover, like a variant cover, depending on which region it is. And this is a PAL one, and I don't think I've seen a PAL one on there, or if I did, was it in Denmark or something? Because I can't remember if it was, but it had the same front. But I'm sure it said no. Was it in France? I can't remember. But it's a really odd one because all of the text in this is all in English, and I'm going to literally butcher this name. It's Val d'Isère Championship, and it's a snowboarding game by Laura Sal. I remember Laura Sal on the Amiga and the ST, 16-bit stuff. It's probably an absolute shit game, but all the text on the back, you see that? It's all in English. So there are versions of this, but the cover's different. So this just needs a good fucking iron. Let me see, look. I was speaking to the chap, and he sort of said he wonders if this was one of them ones, you know, where places like Macro used to put them stupid like strips across stuff to pin stuff in, and it does look a little bit like that, I must admit. But yeah, you got. I mean, it just needs a bit of a reform. Actually, that just needs a new tray. So there's a good excuse. Look, I could do with a new tray on that. It's totally squished. So there, but anyway, so it's a Swedish game. Scandinavian. Oh yeah, look. I've not even looked at this yet. So you get the old mail away. I did say Denmark, didn't I? Look, it's got Denmark on it. Oh look. I don't usually look at this stuff, and it really doesn't piss me off. But I'm like, for fuck's sake, everyone keeps looking at the same stuff. But this is quite unusual. It has got multiple mailaways. So this must be the Laura Sal's. And none of them are English. Finland, Norway, Denmark, Sweden. Ah! Look. Fucking hell. Precautions. Instructions. Absolutely pristine. Got that yellow. So ordinarily, if you look at GameCube stuff, it's all coded. I'm not seeing any English. Let's just have a quick look. I'm not seeing any English in here at all. Instruction booklet, but it's not in English at all. Yet the box is in English. So this has not been used. The pages are all sticking together. I'm just double checking. There you go. It's an unusual. Must have been a continental weird exclusive, but like I say, it's definitely all in English on the back. Anyway, God, I can't concentrate. Really done now, thank God. Right, last bit. It's time for a bit of this. CEXing. So, essentially, with this, as I keep mentioning, the CEX credit I've got, I think I mentioned the last vid as well, looking to sort of chip away at some of these, more so the RPGs, adventure RPG type titles. Because there's always been someone there saying, oh, I'd love to have that. And they're always a little bit too expensive, you know what I mean? So, with this newfound wealth, you know, I'm going to invest in a bit of it. Didn't quite happen that way, to a degree. It has a little bit. But this one is not part of that at all. This was, oh god, I had this bloody thing up there, about a tenner I think. It was 12 quid. It's come through, it's complete. It's a Konami game. It's Project Overkill. So this is a 3D isometric. It looks like Syndicate to me. I don't know anything about it. Yeah. Lead 4 insane murderers on mission to overthrow the government. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It looks very reminiscent of Syndicate. Yeah, Project Overkill. And for 12 quid, that's a good price. That's a good price from CEX. So they come up... It's just fucking the way it is with CEX. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Right, a couple more. So, am I going to say this or not? Ordinarily now, you will not see anything from CEX from me that's going to be kept, that isn't complete. There may be the odd exception, depending on what game it is and for what price. But like a game like this, which isn't massively expensive, it needs a new case. Does it need a new case? I'm going to have to get this off. I'll just sweat on this, it might all peel off. Oh, actually, it's coming off now. This game was one of that I found from that forum. It wasn't anything special. You know, it was just a gaming forum. God, I'm trying to think what it wasn't Assembler. Something like a anyway. But people have just put these lists of PAL RPG games. Obviously not NTSC. And this one was on there, and I thought, and I remember seeing this in the CEX list. I thought, that's not an RPG, is it? And it turns out when you look at the game itself, it is. So for them that are not aware, it's called Shadow Madness by Crave. So that to me, it just looked like a beat 'em up, or you know, like a hack and slash, kind of like Devil May Cry, but it's not. It's an RPG. So you're welcome. Top tip from 2T. It's a 2-discer. Yeah, Shadow Madness look. I didn't know. Yeah. I think it's turn-based. But 209, I didn't do the old fucking things for old Burnout. 500! Project Overkill's 500 mark. You need that. What's Pop? Pop is 1971. Nah, that's no good to you. God, it's cooling down a little bit now, I think. Feels like it, unless I'm just acclimatised. Beer's nearly gone. It's not good. Right. This one I've had to order again. Although this is complete, the insert's a bit mullered. And the case is a little bit... It's kind of like that, where it's been well loved. Again, this one, there was a couple of copies of this on there. Did not even realise it was an RPG. I don't even know what I thought it was, because from the picture you can't really tell, because it's not a very good screen. It's not a very good image. But this is Blaze and Blade. I don't know if you can see that fucking light. Blaze and Blade. Funsoft and T&E Soft. Blaze and Blade Eternal Quest. And that is number 845. For those that are that way inclined. Yeah, CEX sticker still not. It is CEX, told you. But yeah, this is a turn-based jobby. It's all literally, it's all complete. Literally, it is all complete. With a sort of advertising pamphlet. It's nearly as big as the manual, but the problem is it's been a bit water damaged in the insert. So yeah, I don't know what the fuck's happened to it. Like oil or something, but it's going back. I have ordered another one, so we'll see. We'll see what comes out of it. Yeah, look, you can just see. Look, it looks a little bit like something's definitely spilt across the top, and it's run down the side there a little bit at the front. How much was Blaze and Blade? 20 quid to 22 quid. Didn't even know it was an RPG. Did not even know. And then the last one took a right flyer on it. I thought I was going to end up with someone's return, like one of mine. And who showed this? Did he show it in his video? Crikey. I don't want to say if he's not showing it in his video. Did he show it in? Did he send me a picture of it? I can't remember now. But this turned up on its own. Well, again, I've mentioned this before. With CEX, if it's like 300 in stock, and you refresh it, it says 301. This was like the one. So in that, when it's like that, I always think, is that just someone's return? I think this is 30 quid. Boxed, obviously boxed. So 32 quid with the postage, and it's come through. It's in great condition. It's all complete. So for 32 quid with credit, in real money, it's probably cost me like a £5 or something daft. And it's Blood Omen Legacy Kane. This is an RPG. I was not aware, because I know that the second one and the subsequent ones are more sort of 3D, not hack and slashers, but they're sort of more 3D platform puzzlers. But apparently this is more of a traditional, like Baldur's Gate type game. And you can see that there. But this rated really highly when people were talking about RPGs on the PlayStation. So yeah, by Crystal Dynamics. It's in great. It is in really great condition. The manual's beautiful. So, you know, for all their faults, and they are bastards and they are assholes, you know, and I'll be the first and I'll probably be the last person that both defend them and berate them in equal measure. But CEX, man, for what they give you, and I've said this for years and years, you can't beat it. Honestly, you really can't. For a load of tatty old fucking guitars from the car boot, chuck them in a sausage machine, you come out with some absolute belting fucking PS1 titles. That's it, guys. I'm going to go and try and dry off. It has dropped now. Just before I go, just to show you, it's gone down to 41, which is still 106. It's because the door's shut. Yeah, I'm going to go get another beer, put this room back together again, and dry off. Take it easy, YouTube, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.